Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and I just realized yesterday that apparently this microphone hasn't been working for 2 weeks, so you guys haven't been able to hear me. Which is a bit of a shame because I actually think I had a couple really good calls in there, especially the one, I think it was one that got missed. But the game where Martinez walked it off in extra innings for us. So I've just been jabbering away to nobody. But anyway, I think I've got that fixed now. So, if things like that happen in the future, if somebody wants to post a comment or send me a message or something to let me know, hey, something doesn't seem right here, feel free to let me know. Or if you all would rather have the in-game announcer back instead of me, that's perfectly fine too. I can turn him back on. It's less work for me. Especially on the days when I want to take a nap. So anyway, here we are in Wrigley Field. The Cubs have Aguilar on the mound. I don't believe we have seen him. I don't know if he is a recent call-up or if we just haven't hit the right part of their rotation in our previous games against the Cubs. The Cubs not having a great year. They're next to last, I think a game or maybe 2 games above the Pirates for last place in the division. They were briefly in last place. Though the Cubs do have, I think, a couple wins over us this year, so just one of those matchup things, I guess. Anyway, Kester makes the first out of the game. Marvin bats right-handed, and he will get a base hit. Thought Hardy might be able to snag that one before it found the outfield, but just a couple steps away, I think. That'll bring Chief to the plate, and he looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. And puts this one into left field. Merton should have that one, and he does. Marvin will go back to first. So that will bring Terry to the plate. 1 on, 2 outs. First pitch is called a strike. And this is a ground ball to second. Santana throws to first, and that is that for the first inning, at least the top half. A hit but no runs. Matt Merton is going to lead things off for the Cubs. You see the Squirrels have the usual lineup in. Stitch is going to pitch today. And here we go for the Cubs half. First pitch is called a strike. This pitch is up and in. Ground ball up the middle. That'll get through for a leadoff single. And that will bring Santana to the plate. I do believe he was batting like 6th the last time we saw the Cubs. So apparently they've decided he's a different sort of hitter now, which is, well, they got 6 home runs. So we'll see. Obviously the Cubs got to try something. Santana strikes out swinging. That'll bring Carlos Pena to the plate. First pitch, a changeup for strike 1. And Merton takes off, and he is thrown out. Tom got that down there pretty easily. Tom is a very tough catcher to steal on. You can steal on some of our pitchers, but Tom is usually not the problem. Pena has a 1-2 count. Pops this one up a little bit down the third baseline. Stitch will make the grab, and we will go to the second inning. So the Cubs with a hit, but they go down in order thanks to the caught stealing. Frank will lead things off for the Squirrels here in the second. First pitch is called a strike. And this pitch is down in the dirt. Down in the dirt again. We've got a 2-1 count. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Aguilar fires in. Well, for some value of fired, it's a curveball, and Frank puts it out into center field for a leadoff single. That will bring Tom to the plate. He looks at strike one. Hits this one foul down by the first base coach. And a ground ball towards the middle. Hardy back to second. Santana on to first. Not in time there. So now one away. Runner on first. And Zach at the plate. I don't remember for sure, but I kind of want to say Zach's one home run this year was here in Wrigley. He puts this into left field, and it'll drop in for a base hit. Puts runners on first and second for Joey, who starts off with the ball inside. Followed up with a curveball in the dirt. Joey does not chase it. Doesn't chase that one either. It's a 3-0 count. And the bases are now loaded following a walk. Stitch at the plate hitting .250, which is, for our pitchers, is amazing. He will look at strike one. This will get up the middle for a base hit. Infield was pulled in, but it really didn't matter. That would have been a hit regardless. And that's 2 RBI for Stitch to help his own cause. The Squirrels taking the early 2-0 lead. Cubs not out of the inning yet. Kester at the plate. Still 2 runners on. Only 1 out, but it is an 0-2 count now. Aguilar gets his first strikeout of the day, getting Kester to swing and miss. Marvin to the plate. Got a base hit in his first at-bat just last inning. Fouls the first pitch away. Pops the second pitch back into the seats. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Aguilar gets back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning, but the Squirrels get 2 runs, putting the Cubs in a bit of a hole here. They will start off the bottom of the second inning with J.J. Hardy. First pitch from Stitch is a curveball for a strike. And there's a fastball for strike 2. Hardy has not swung the bat yet. Pops this one straight back. Still 0-2. This pitch goes high. There's a called strike, and that is the first out of the inning. That'll bring Carlos Quinton to the plate. He fouls the first pitch off his foot. And this one is just foul, just misses going over the bag. I'm not sure Terry would have gotten that had it gone fair. This one also not hit as hard, but similar position. Terry would have gotten that one if it had been fair. In fact, he did field it even being foul. This one off by the dugout. He's late on all these pitches. Stitch fires in the fastball, which is what I would have done, but it misses the zone. Quinton didn't even offer at it. Does offer at this one, and he is behind on it. 2 away. We've got Rongo to the plate. I believe he is... It's been a while since I made him, so I'm not 100% sure. I want to say his arm isn't stellar either. Maybe a little better than Sky's, but not great. But probably also a better hitter, although he lines out to third in this at-bat. So it's 2-0 still for the Squirrels as we go to the third, where Chief will lead things off. Chief flew out to left field in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll bring Terry to the plate. Ground out in his first at bat. Hits a line drive here, but Santana is able to snag it. So Frank then to the plate. Got a base hit in his first at bat. Looks at strike 1. Grounds this one to third. Ozuna throws over, and that will end the top of the third. Still a 2-0 Squirrels lead. And Gary Matthews Jr., who has torn us up all year, will come to the plate. Hitting .421. Apparently we are not the only team he has been hitting against, but he has definitely hit our pitching, that's for sure. Has an 0-2 count in this at-bat. Fouls this one away. Sorry, still 0-2. I was thinking it's 2-0. My apologies. Into center field, and it'll get down for yet another base hit. I don't know why he is batting 7th in their order. Pablo Ozuna to the plate now. He will watch that pitch miss outside. Misses even farther outside, 2-0. There's a called strike. This one fouled off weakly, I might add. 2-2. Ground ball, I think this is hit too weak for a double play. They try it anyway, and yeah, they do not get the out at first. That'll bring Aguilar to the plate, batting an even 200, although, I don't know how many at-bats that means. Has a 2-0 count. This one is called a strike. Misses again. It's 3-1 to the opposing pitcher. There's a fastball on the outer half. Makes it a full count. Aguilar looks at strike 3. I don't think he swung at any of those pitches. 2 outs. Matt Merton got a base hit up the middle and then was caught stealing after that, the first inning. Swings and misses at the first pitch here. Swings and misses at the second pitch. Rather that than have them watch every pitch, but he watches strike 3, and that will end the third. Still 2-0. We move into the 4th inning, where Tom will lead things off for the Squirrels. Tom gets technically ground into a fielder's choice. They tried to get the double play, but Tom was too fast to get it first. Has an 0-2 count in this at-bat. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down, Zach at the plate. Got a base hit in his first at-bat. He'll swing and miss at the first pitch here. And hits this one through the left side of the infield for his second hit of the day. Joey to the plate, who walked in his first at-bat, and Aguilar already laboring out there. Joey looks at strike 1. This one misses outside, maybe high as well. There's a fastball pretty much down the middle, and Joey let it go. Hits this one, but it's going to hook foul right into the bullpen. Swing and the miss, strike 3. That'll bring Stitch to the plate. He's driven in both runs today on a 1 swing, which is what happened yesterday, and that ended up being all the runs the Squirrels needed and would get. Has a 3-0 count in this at-bat. That pitch got away, so that will move Zach to second base. Stitch, it's called a strike on a backdoor curve. That curveball I actually do believe was a strike. Full count, 2 outs, runner on second though. Weak ground ball to short. Hardy takes care of that. So still a 2-0 Squirrels lead in the bottom of the 4th, where the Cubs will start off with Santana. So Santana struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Watches this pitch miss inside. Swing and a miss, makes it 1-1. Another swing and a miss, makes it 1-2. And a ground ball to third. Chief takes care of that. Okay. Well, go play for a little bit or watch something. I'll be up in just a little bit, okay? Let's go get some paper towel. So I'm recording this game early today. It's started recording at about 9:45 in the morning, and my girls had donuts this morning, so younger daughter was letting me know she was done with her donuts and needed a napkin or something. So what do we got here? We got Hardy grounding out to short, and that will end the inning. So we go to the 5th inning, still a 2-0 ball game. The Squirrels back to the top of their order. 5 strikeouts for Aguilar, all in that second trip through the order. We'll see how much more gas he's got in the tank. I don't feel like it's very much. Kester pops out to second base. And that will be the end of Aguilar. The Cubs will now turn to Ted Lilly. Not sure if he's just lost his starting role or the Cubs just trying something out here. Marvin 1 for 2 today, a single and a strikeout. Looks at strike 1 here. Swing and a miss, makes it 0-2. And down in the dirt. Ground ball, well, more of a short hop than a ground ball, but either way, it's hit to second base for the second out of the inning. That'll bring Chief to the plate. Excuse me. First pitch is out of the zone. Lilly comes back with another pitch that's too high. Makes it 2-0. There's a called strike. Makes it 2-1. 2-2. Lilly winds. Delivers a fastball. Misses outside. We've got a full count. 2 outs. Nobody on base. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll end the top of the 5th. 2-0 Squirrels still, as the Cubs will start off with Carlos Quinton in the bottom half of the inning. So you got some time. Carlos Quinton will look at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Line drive, it's going to be pulled right by the dugout, or the bullpen rather. Not that they're that far apart in this configuration of Wrigley Field. Carlos Quinton swings and misses at the next pitch for the first out of the inning. Rongo hit a pretty good line drive in his first at-bat actually, just wasn't out of the reach of Chief. Has an 0-2 count in this at-bat, and he will go down swinging this time. 2 down, Gary Matthews Jr. got a base hit into center field. What else would you expect out of him this year, especially against us? First pitch is too high. Second pitch swung on and missed. I do believe it was a strike regardless. That one's a strike right down the middle, and Matthews let it go. Stitch with the curveball, but misses outside. Matthews does not chase it. 2-2. Another curveball gets a swing and a miss, and Matthews is retired. So we will move into the 6th inning, where Terry will lead things off for the Squirrels, still leading 2-0. Terry 0 for 2 today. Still has his average up over 400. Sitting at 411 with 8 home runs, our team leader. 42 RBI, hits this one deep. I think he just hit home run number 9. He sure did. 370-foot shot opposite field. As mentioned, his 9th of the year. And the Squirrels go up 3-0. That would not have been a home run at our park. It had the distance, I think. Yeah, 324 is as far back as that one goes. No, it's 424. Yeah, no, that would not have been a home run at all in our park. Even if it had the distance, I'm not sure it would have been high enough. I think it would have hit off that high wall. Frank hits another deep one, and that one will land right at the base of the wall. And he will cruise in for a double. This game threatening to get away from the Cubs here. Back-to-back well-hit balls, though, you know, the yard did hold that one. That brings Tom to the plate. Nobody out, a runner in scoring position, and that pitch down too low. Misses inside, makes it 2-0. There's a called strike. Swing and a miss. It's now 2-2. Swing and a miss. Lilly comes back to get the strikeout. Zach at the plate as Lilly starts wiping his brow already. Looks at strike one. That's going to be a line drive up the middle. Frank will turn for home, and he should cruise in easily. Zach will cruise into second base. He does slide. I'm not sure he needed to, but I guess I can't quite call it a stand-up double. But it is a double, and an RBI double at that. The Squirrels go up 4-0, and that'll be it for Lilly. They're going to go find Ryan Doman instead. Or Scott Doman. Scott, I think I've called him Ryan before. I don't know why. Scott Doman on the mound. Joey 0 for 1. He's walked and struck out. He's going to be intentionally walked here. We do want Stitch to pitch the bottom of the 6th, so we won't pinch hit here. Although, you know, Stitch still has driven in half the runs today, so I'm not entirely sure we'd want to pinch hit. He shows bunt here. Gets down a foul one. Another one. This one wasn't that bad of a bunt, but Ozuna was just playing right on top of him. So, successful sacrifice puts 2 runners into scoring position for Kester, who I do not believe has a hit today. But he does here, and that's going to score 1. And here comes Joey for 2. 6-0 Squirrels. And I know there's some baseball left to play, but I have a hard time seeing the Cubs scoring that many runs in 4 innings. 6-0 Squirrels, and the Cubs will start off with Pablo Ozuna in the bottom half of the inning. Ozuna ground out in his first at bat. He'll look at strike 1 here. There's another called strike. Makes it 0-2. Ground ball that Kester will field. Throws to first, 1 away. Pitcher spot up. The Cubs do pinch hit, and they find Mark DeRosa. A little surprised the Cubs bothering to pinch hit here after they just put Doman in the game. I'm not saying it's the wrong move. I don't think that's true, but that just doesn't seem to be the way this game typically handles pinch hitting for pitchers. DeRosa has a 2-1 count. Stitch comes back with a slider that gets a high hop to third, Chief to first, and it is in time. Pretty comfortably in time, actually. So that'll bring Matt Merton to the plate as I fight off a sneeze here. Oh, lost that fight. Merton is 1 for 2, and he has an 0-2 count in this at-bat. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will end the 6th inning. Can't complain about that day if you're Stitch. We move to the 7th, where Chief will lead things off. Lizardo is going to come in to pitch. I'm going to grab a Kleenex. Chief with a line drive to the wall out in left field, and he will go in for a leadoff double. Terry homered in his last at-bat. Has an 0-2 count here. And swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Frank hit a double. I don't know if you want to call it off the wall or off the base of the wall or whatever, but it was deep into the park. Has an 0-2 count to start this at-bat off. And he will hit a ground ball to short. Throw goes to third, and it's not in time. Definitely would have been better off getting the out there. So now runners on the corners with only one out. Tom at the plate. So that pitch misses down and in. And Tom will swing and miss, make it 1-1. Hits this one in the air, but Matthews should have it. He does go back, though. I hit a little better than I thought it would. Chief tags up and scores. Frank did not tag. He has to get back to first. But it makes it 7-0 Squirrels. Zach, I think, is 3 for 3 today, right? 2 singles and a double? I missed the little flag where it tells me, but I think that's the case. This will not be a hit. He grounds out to short. But we've got the 7th inning stretch, and it's 7-0 Squirrels. Cubs will start off with Santana at the plate. Alright, so I think Stitch has made his point. Sorry, I think I hit the microphone there, making sure nothing got knocked loose. Don't need any more of that. Alright, so Johnston's going to come in. We'll put him into Zach's spot. He made the last out, plus I think he has also made his point. So we'll put Quentin into the game to go out there and play right field. So, assuming the score holds, the plan is for Johnston to pitch 2, and then Zapp will wrap things up. Again, if the score holds, if the Cubs make a comeback, then that might change things. First pitch is a fastball. Santana is behind it, even though Johnston not exactly a fireballer. Then he misses the sinker, and misses the sinker again. That's out number 1. Carlos Pena 0 for 2 today. Bounces that sinker in. And that fastball too low. 2-0. Slurve still too low. Don't know why he's so intent throwing into the dirt to Pena. Gets that one over. Makes it 3-1. Another called strike. We've got a full count. And this one's fouled back. 1 away, nobody on base. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Johnston back-to-back strikeouts to start his day. J.J. Hardy also 0 for 2 today. Looks at strike 1. That Slurve misses inside. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 strikeouts in the bottom of the 7th. That'll bring us to the 8th. It's a 7-0 ball game. Joey will lead things off for the Squirrels. Joey has walked twice in this game, once on purpose, once not. Struck out in his one official at-bat. Hits this one, a ground ball to third. Ozuna takes care of that. That will bring Quentin to the plate. He will bat left-handed. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2 on a very hittable pitch. Surprised that didn't find its way to Waveland. And then swing and a miss, strike 3. Well, that'll bring Kester to the plate. Got a base hit in his last at-bat. And this will be hit almost right to Pena for the end of the top of the inning. 7-0 Squirrels. Carlos Quentin due up for the Cubs in the bottom half of the 8th. Quentin has struck out in both at-bats today. Looks at strike 1 here. Another called strike makes it 0-2. Called strike 3. 1 down. Rongo to the plate. Lined out and struck out. Although I said line out. No, I said it earlier, but it wasn't a badly hit ball. Just needed to be maybe another foot or two towards the middle of the field. Has a 1-2 count in this at-bat. Pops this one up. Johnston will field it himself a little bit towards first. Gary Matthews Jr., 1 for 2 today. Oh, and he hits the ground ball, and it's going to be fair, and that's an infield hit. He just keeps getting it done against us. Just the Cubs around him haven't given him a lot of help today. Pablo Ozuna hits this one. It's going to be foul into the seats. Makes it an 0-2 count. Called strike 3 on a high fastball, and that will bring us to the 9th inning. The Squirrels will start off with Marvin. It's still a 7-0 ball game. Marvin, I think this is his first left-handed at-bat today. Got a hit in his first at-bat, hasn't really done much since. Hits this ground ball, but it's foul. Makes it an 0-2 count. Grounds this one fair to first. Pena catches it and steps on the bag. Chief got a double in his last at-bat, a line drive deep into left field. Looks at strike 1. This one misses up and in. This one misses up and out. 2-1. Line drive to right field corner now, right by the storage doors there. So back-to-back doubles for Chief. That's why we call him the human doubles machine, or just the doubles machine, I guess. That'll bring Terry to the plate, and he has a 1-1 count to start, the old softball start. This one down and in. Zarder struggling to get through this inning. That's not going to help. Another hit through the left side of the infield. Chief does not score, so leaves runners on the corners with 1 out for Frank. Not that the Squirrels need any more insurance, but they just might, there have been some offensive struggles as of late. So just really being emphatic about it, Frank does put a line drive past Matt Merton, scores another run for the Squirrels to make it 8-0. His second double of the day. Will that be it for Bizardo? It sure is. Lindstrom will come in to try to get the last 2 outs of this inning. Tom has not gotten a hit today, though he did have a sac fly for an RBI. Watches that first pitch miss the zone, and this one is called a strike, although I don't blame Tom for not swinging at it. Line drive right to second base, and that will be the second out of the inning. Oh, we are not going to let Johnston hit. Let's put Martinez out there. We'll see. I got some ideas of how to double switch here, depending on what happens. Although I do have the flexibility of not really having to worry about the lineup coming out of this. Martinez gets a base hit, 1 run in. Frank coming in for another run. Make it 10-0 Squirrels. Joey to the plate. And he swings and misses at the first pitch. Hits this one, a ground ball to first, a high hop, but Carlos Pena will handle that with no problem. So the Cubs with quite the hole to dig out of as we go to the bottom of the 9th. So I think... Okay, so we can put him into Joey's spot. That's fine. So let's have Martinez catch this last inning. We'll have Tom play second base and have Kester move to short. I think that's how I want to do it. We have had Tom play first base kind of off and on, giving him a break from behind the plate. Don't believe we've ever had him at second. So we've got a bit of a cushion to deal with, so if it goes badly, enough of a cushion that apparently the Cubs aren't going to bother pinch hitting for Lidstrom. First pitch from Zapp, out of the zone. Zapp has had an incredible year. I really hope he makes the All-Star team, because I think he is the lone Squirrels pitcher that hasn't. And, yeah, the first 5 years, I would say that was absolutely the right call, but this year I think he might have made enough of a case. A base hit for, I guess that would have been Matt Merton, brings Santana to the plate. First pitch is called a strike. Second pitch is swung on and missed. 0-2. Another breaking ball, another swing and a miss. Carlos Pena, the Cubs' final out at the moment. He has not gotten a hit today. Starts off with a strike. I think the umpire's ready to get out of here, as sure we all are with this lopsided of a game. 0-2. And actually that's a base hit into center field. Runner stops on second, so runners on first and second for J.J. Hardy, who I do believe is also hitless today. Looks at strike one. This one is too low. This one into left field. Frank's not going to get there. The Cubs are at least going to get on the board. 10-1. Runners on second and third for Carlos Quinton. Cubs with, I guess what qualifies as a two-out rally here. It's only one run, but they've gotten a few hits to make it happen. 0-2 count again. Zapp goes with the breaking ball, and this one will get over Tom's head. That's going to score two, make it 10-3. Rongo, he's 0 for 3 today. Runner on first. So Zapp having a little trouble getting out of here. And he puts this one, I think it's going to leave the yard. Oh, Frank jumps and grabs it at the basket to end the game. Enough of this nonsense, he says. Actually, in reality, I don't think he would have been able to catch that one. I think it would have landed in the basket. So that is your final score today. The Cubs, a little noise in the ninth in garbage time, but 10-3. You know, I don't know how this game treats the basket. I assume the physics should have been good enough for that to be here. Take a look, should get a good look at it here. Well, not really. Stitch is your player of the game, and actually can't blame him. 6 shutout innings, I think gave up 2 whole hits. And also knocked in the first 2 runs of the game. So yeah, no problem with that choice. So thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you all hear me this time. My apologies on that. I guess that's my lack of quality control. But if that kind of thing happens again and you notice it, feel free to let me know. And we will be back here in Wrigley tomorrow. We will see you then.